Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Soul Luna Insights. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Um, this is a timeless reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. I've already laid out the cards. I pray that this message helps you on your soul journey, provides you with clarity and divine guidance. So let's just jump right in. So, Cancer, your overall energy for this reading is this first card, energy balance. So a lot of you guys right now are needing to realign your chakras. One or more of your chakras is very imbalanced at this time. Some of you guys may not know what chakras are. Chakras are energy centers in the body. Each of them regulates a different aspect of self. So I'm going to briefly go through these. I want you to look at these chakras and look at which one is standing out to you. You can even close your eyes, take a deep breath, and see which one is calling to you the most, which color. So I'm going to just go briefly through them to let you know what each of them are, and then we'll go further into the reading. So the first chakra here is the Crown Chakra. This is our chakra that deals with spirit and consciousness. It regulates, divine wisdom, intelligence, and so on. This is again, these are very brief descriptions. I would advise you guys to maybe look into this more if this is something that is interesting you, because I'm only going to go over these very briefly. This right here is the third eye chakra. This is regulating, again, our knowingness, intuition, perception, beliefs. We have here the blue chakra is the throat chakra, which has to do with communication, self-expression, sound. Then we have the green chakra, our heart chakra, which has to do with compassion, love, inner child, self-acceptance, harmony. Here we have our solar plexus chakra, the yellow one, which has to do with our willpower, our power, our joy, motivation, our self-esteem, and our transformation. Here we have the orange chakra, which is the sacral chakra, which deals with relationships, sexuality, pleasure, well-being, connection. And here, our last one at the bottom is the root chakra or the base chakra, which has to do with survival, grounding, stability, self-preservation. So I'm getting that, again, you guys need to, one of these chakras is out of alignment for you. The divine wants you to be more in balance, and some of these may even have become blocked due to some past experiences you've had at a certain point in your life. I'm also getting that you guys need to be focused on your physical well-being. There's also something about a concern about the body. Some of you guys need to pay attention to your body. Some of you the physical body as well, and others the spiritual body. But I'm seeing that there's a need to also take control of your health. There's also a need to maybe practice a bit more of meditation and yoga. Some of you guys, that will help center you. I'm also seeing like just seeking some sort of possibly healing therapies, or even doing like a chakra meditation on YouTube. There are guided meditations. Just doing something to help put your chakras back in balance and put your energy back in balance, okay? Some of you guys may even just be feeling imbalanced in general, and there's just attention that needs to be given to one or more of these areas. But again, also an emphasis on physical health. So let's move into the rest of your reading, Cancer. The first two cards that you got were Justice and Two of Voices. So the first thing that I noticed when I looked at these cards is that there is, in both of these images, there's some sort of like split, okay? It's like in both these images, there's an image that is splitting. Like here, you can see her face is splitting twice in both into 4 pieces. And on this side, you can see that there's also seems to be a girl whose image is being split. Although it kind of looks like it's being mirrored, to me, I'm seeing it as a split because there's like it's like this is tearing apart or something like that. And I'm getting that. This is weird. I think some of you guys may be thinking you have split personality disorder or that you have like bipolar, but I'm getting that that's not the case. Some of you guys maybe just have very high and low emotional periods, but it's not like, it doesn't need to be seen as bipolar. Some of you guys also may be having your life split, or your world, your feet in 2 worlds. And what I mean by that is like, there might be an aspect of you that's trying to go one direction, but then there's another part of you that's insistent on staying in the past or current energy. So there's just like this split energy. But what I'm seeing as well is that for whatever reason, you right now, in all these images, something else that I'm picking up on and that I'm getting is that you can see that all the women in these images have their eyes closed, okay? So I'm picking up that with the Justice card, there's something that you're wanting to come in, some truth. This split right here, I'm seeing that this is like some truth, some clarity, some form of justice that you're wanting to come in from the divine. But you're also, like, one aspect of you wants this truth to come in, this clarity or guidance, but another aspect of you doesn't want to see it. Okay, so it's like you're intuitively trying to channel in, or you're doing something. Maybe you're even doing meditations, or you're doing some kind of something. You're doing something to seek this. Maybe you're going to read tarot readers. Maybe you're asking friends and family for advice and stuff like that about a situation or something that's going on in your life. This could be, like I said, love, relationships, career, project, entrepreneurship. I don't know what it is, but it's like there's something that you're trying to, I'm picking up that for a good amount of you through a relationship though. There's some clarity you're trying to gain, or some form of guidance or justice, maybe in a situation that you're trying to have come in. And maybe you are seeking God, seeking the divine source, seeking the Most High, in this way to channel that in and asking for answers. But at the same time that you're asking for answers, there seems to be an energy, another part of you that is completely avoiding the answer. Okay, so it's like it's kind of like, I guess symbolically, it's like you hit the download button. It's like you're trying to have the spiritual download come in. You hit the download button on the computer, but right when the download's coming in, you see something about it that you don't like about the answer, so you just stop the download because you're just like, no, that can't be the answer because it doesn't align with whatever you're trying to do. It's like you're getting a spiritual download, or you're getting downloads, or you're getting clarity, and you've already got the answer, but you're choosing not to see it because if you look at that answer, it doesn't suit what you want to do. Like, the answer you're getting or the clarity you're getting is not what you want to hear. So even though this is coming in, you are part of you is doing everything to get this to come in, but the other part of you is just like, no, that's not the answer. And I'm seeing here that, like, again, in this card, you can see this girl is trying to walk through, there's 2 paths here. There's one to a darker portal, and there's one with this light portal that has like sunshine coming through it. And this girl is walking down that path, okay? She's wearing a white dress. She's walking down that path. This is the aspect of you that is this card is representing the aspect of you that is wanting truth, that is wanting clarity, that is wanting this information to come in. But I'm seeing, like I said, another part of you, and I'm keep repeating myself, does not want to acknowledge this truth because it would cause you, the reason why that you don't want that is, I think, is in this next card, is that whatever clarity or whatever spiritual downloads you're getting, or whatever guidance you're getting from source, divine source, and the Most High is telling you that it would require whatever you're, okay, sorry. Basically what I'm saying is, I hope I'm making sense. Whatever clarity, guidance, or intuitive downloads or spiritual downloads that came in for you from the Most High about whatever situation you're seeking understanding about, it is requiring you to self-reflect. Okay, so what I'm getting is, you may have been in a situation where you were blaming others, okay, or you were pointing the fingers at others, okay, to kind of justify why things happened the way they did. You were in a victim state, okay, to some extent. But I'm seeing here that the divine is telling you that the answers or the problems are required, whatever went on is requiring you to self-reflect on your behavior, on your actions, on the way you move, on the way you navigate situations and relationships. But even in this card, because like 1 + 7 breaks down to 8, that 8 to me, for some reason, it made me think of 8 of Pentacles immediately. 8 of Pentacles is a card of work. So I'm seeing that you don't want to do the work right now that is required for, you don't feel like you're getting the download, and the download is telling you that the answers are for you to go within and work on yourself, do some shadow work. But I'm seeing here that there seems to be a resistance towards this self-reflection. Even in this picture, you can see there's an aspect of you that wants to look this dead on, look yourself dead in the face and be like, yes, Cancer, this is what I've been doing. This is how I've acted. That was my fault. I shouldn't have been this way. That wasn't right. Yes, that person did this, but I did this, which led to this outcome that I don't desire. Then there's this other aspect of you that is completely like, no, it wasn't me. It was them. I'm not even going to look at that, because it's like this part of you is refusing to look in the mirror and look at the woman or the man in the mirror and take accountability for whatever this was, whatever this situation is. You have more power in it than you realize, or than you're willing to acknowledge. You had more influence on the outcome than you're willing to acknowledge, it seems. And I say that because the next card you get, it's like every single card, there's someone not wanting to look head on at this thing. Almost all these beginning cards. Your next card you get, even in this one, you get the Ace of Voices. You can see, again, this is the Ace of Swords in the original deck, which is a card of truth. But you can see here, the girl does not want to look at it. Owls often represent truth, wisdom, guidance, higher knowledge. And it's just here, I'm just seeing you do not want to look at that right now, because if you look at that, one, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee the truth. But two, you would have to look within and do the shadow work. And I'm getting that a lot of you guys, for some reason, are avoiding that self-reflection in order to look at the parts of you that are no longer serving you, and look at the parts of you that are actually manifesting a life that you do not desire. And I'm seeing that a lot of you guys just don't want to do that right now. So the next card you get is Strength. So the divine is saying that even if the only way, like, you have to find the courage to do this work, okay? You have to find the courage to do this self-reflection, to do this shadow work. Because it's like, even though a part of you is trying to move forward, but you can see this girl is still not looking. She still doesn't, whatever the lion is looking at, dead on, she doesn't want to look at that still. She's going, but not with determination and self-assurance. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the lion being very determined to tackle or take on whatever challenges are ahead. But I'm just seeing you, Cancer, is this individual who's still like, maybe I don't have to do that though. I think I can find another way and just avoid doing this. But I'm seeing it's like this self-reflection. It's like, yes, it's you have free will, so it is optional. But if you do not do it, it can make the path forward a lot more tumultuous and treacherous than it needs to be. Because once you do this work, you will have true strength, inner strength, and you will have better clarity, and you will be able to make better decisions in your life. But I'm seeing here again, the other card, the card you get next is called the Path. So right now, Cancer, I'm seeing is like you are choosing to remain in the dark, okay? You're choosing to remain in the dark, but the divine is calling you into the light. But you're looking at that and you're like, that seems like a lot of work getting up there, though. And because the work, it's funny because I feel like these, it's like, you know that you want to be in that, on the other side of this. But like in this, you want to enter that portal of another world, dimension of another world to another world. But it's like, you want to go through the portal and enter a different cycle of your life, but it's like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to go through the self-reflection. You don't want to have to do this because it requires taking accountability. It may bring on feelings of guilt or feelings of, it could bring on a lot of things, but I'm seeing that you do not want to deal with that right now. So in your next cards, you're getting the Nine of Inspirations, okay, Nine of Wands, and the Star. So I'm seeing here that you're Cancer, right now you're deciding like you're not going to look at that and you're just going to keep going down this path, okay? But I'm seeing here that you can see that this path doesn't look easy, okay? This background is a little bit eerie right now. That's how I'm seeing it this time. You can see this girl's moving forward. She's like determined. She's like, yes, I've been through a lot, but I have the strength to keep going through this, okay? So it's like, instead of doing the work, because I'm seeing that once you do this shadow work or this self-reflection, it's going to change your timeline, okay? It's going to allow you to jump into a better timeline, allow you to climb into a better timeline where you're kind of having a higher vision, higher perspective on life. But you are still being stubborn, it seems, and you're like, no, I'm going to go my way. And I can find a way around that. I don't have to do it that way. It's like you're feeling as though the shadow work or the self-reflection that would lead to true healing is negotiable. And you have so much hope, okay, that I'm seeing with the Star. It's like you have so much hope that, like, you know what? It's all going to work out. I don't have to do that. I wasn't wrong. Like, I've done everything right. I've been perfect. It's like there's just this thing of like, I don't want to acknowledge that at all. And what I'm seeing is that because of that stubbornness, it's leading to you to be in this energy of the darkness, okay? Everybody knows Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is dark, it's dark at night. But what the problem here is that you are saying basically, I am willing to keep going with my stubbornness. I do not want to change anything about me, really. Yes, I'm not perfect, but I still would prefer to just keep going about life the way that I'm going about it. And so because of that, you are making your path a lot more treacherous and tumultuous than it needs to be. Because what the divine is saying is, I'm trying to help you walk across the nails, okay? Or I'm seeing this as like, this woman representing the divine, God, source, and being like, Cancer, just walk across my hand. You don't have to go through this. You don't have to be pierced and stung and beat up by this world. You don't have to. But I'm seeing Cancer as just still hoping that they don't have to do that. But I see that for the ones of you, the people that do the work, you will get to go past this effortlessly. And once you do, you'll be so happy you did the work because you're going to feel brand new. You're going to feel so independent. I'm seeing that some of you guys are very emotionally codependent on people around you. But once you do this work, you're going to be feeling so independent and so strong and so brand new and reborn that everything, you're going to honestly feel like you have the world in your hand, because you're going to be like, wow, I made it through that. Like, I actually like was able to go through this reflection or go through this dark night of the soul, you know, where I really dig into the depths of my soul and figure out where I have wounds, where I need healing, what were my childhood traumas, what are the subconscious behaviors that are directing my life that are based on pains from the past. Like, once you go through that and accept that, like, yes, I have been acting this way, yes, I have been being this way, and it's okay though, because I was hurt and that was coming from my wounded self, and I'm better now. It's not necessary to feel guilt from it. It's just acknowledging it so that the energy doesn't have power over you anymore, because it's directing everything you do. And I'm seeing after that, after doing that self-reflection, allowing the divine to guide you and walking through this path, you're going to come out in this energy of creation. And I'm just seeing you guys just feeling so in tune with the divine, and just feeling so in tune with your higher self, with God, you know. And I use these words interchangeably: divine, God, most high. These are all the same energy to me. And I'm just seeing here, like, yeah, you go through this and now you're just feeling like so in tune. I'm seeing this being you, and it's like you're literally communicating directly with the divine source, with spirit, with God, and you're starting to finally create the life you want versus attracting things you don't want into your life, because you have cleared out the gunk, the spiritual gunk, or the spiritual debris of the past, and now of past hurts, past wounds, childhood traumas, childhood wounds, and now you're able to really move forward in this creation energy and attract situations and people that now reflect the new you. And so, Cancer, I think that's really your reading. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you come back again. Please like and subscribe if this resonates with you. See you guys next time.